Welcome to Tour de Grub. Today's show is taking place at Wicks Brewing in Riverside, and I am your hostess, Jessica Q. Welcome, guys. And it's time for Tour de Grub. I'm so excited. Today's show is going to be so much fun. We're going to talk to the owner of Wicks Brewing. We're going to go for a tour of the brewery, the actual brew area, and we're going to sample some of their beers and talk about what they got going on here. But first, I wanted to show you guys really quick the place. If you've never been here, it's really, really amazing. And check this out. This is their outdoor patio, and this is a very nice area. You can sit outside, enjoy the weather, and you know what? If it's hot, they actually have an industrial cooling fan. If it's cold, they have propane heaters that they put out here. But isn't this beautiful? So Wicks Brewing here in Riverside. It's located off Sterling. You would exit off Magnolia off the 91 freeway, and now this is the inside of Wicks. And so check it out, guys. This is really, really nice. So you can see they are definitely following the rules to make sure that their employees as well as their customers are always safe. So you got the social distancing. I love how they decorated the place. They're very festive here. So every holiday you can find some cool stuff going on. And when you come in, and by the way, they're canning. So you can also take your favorite Wicks beers home to go. And then over here, they've got their digital menus, so they're doing everything very safe, and you can scan this and you can check out their menu. They've got beers, they've got food. They do have 25 taps, and this is the bar. So as soon as the bar reopens, you'll be able to sit here, hang out, have a good time. And oh look, it's Val. Hey Val. Val's the general manager. How's it going? Oh, awesome. So let's go back to, oh my gosh, who's that? Guys, that's Ryan Wicks. So that is Ryan Wicks, and he's got something for us to pop open. I can't wait. Hey, Ryan. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, and I'm really excited.
I'm so excited. I grabbed us a beer.
Yes, oh my gosh. Oh, what kind of beer are we going to be sipping on?
My favorite, Paladin, our flagship pale ale.
Ooh.
It is amazing. World Cup winning pale ale.
Awesome.
It is fantastic. Should we grab a seat and sit down and chat?
Yeah, let's do that.
Awesome.
Let's do that. Awesome. But see, guys, this is where all the magic happens back here. And he makes the magic happen, right?
Indeed, I do.
Yes, you do. Come on.
Owner, all the fun stuff.
He's like, I do it all. All right, so I'm going to set up the camera and let's talk to Ryan and learn more about his brewery and what he's got going on. Let's see. So thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah. Stoked to have you.
Yeah, okay. So guys, check this out. So let's see.
So this is, as I mentioned, one of my favorites. This is Paladin, our pale ale. So get to sample a little bit of this guy.
I see people. Oh, there's Chris. Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Mr. Gayer. Very nice. So what's the percentage on this one?
So this is 5.6, so not too crazy.
Okay. I
Do
can't wait to try it.
an easy pour there.
And I just wanted to mention, you guys recently, it's like more recent that you started canning, right? Like how long has
Yeah,
it been?
yeah. So we started canning actually just the beginning of this year. So we kind of held off for a while. We really just wanted to buy our own canning line. We didn't want to have like a mobile canner come in. We wanted to be able to control the process from start all the way to finish. So not just the brewing of the beer, but packaging and everything. And so it was something that we kind of saved up and put all of our pennies into a little jar. Cheers. And it was a really big jar actually. And we bought our own canning line at the end of last year. We packaged our first beers in January, which the timing with everything that's going on,
yeah, I know.
You say it worked out.
But this is
perfect for
great
us.
because people can take their beer to go. So even
absolutely.
when you guys had to close or everything was minimized, you were able to still sell your beers to go.
Yep.
So first, I'm sure everybody wants to know about how you got into this business. Like, what made you want to start a brewery?
So where do we begin? Actually, when I say we, my father, myself, we owned a hydroponics and a homebrew shop. We opened that back in like the early 2000s. So we were selling homebrewing supplies. We were selling hydroponic supplies. We had a little kegerator set up with homebrew in it so people could drink while they were shopping. By the way, awesome sales tactic.
It sounds like a good time.
And so we had beer on tap there, and we, I think, maybe just drank a little too much of our own product and thought it'd be a great idea to open up a brewery. And so this building that we were in, the units that we're in this building actually opened up in 2012, and we began construction, and then ended up opening our doors in early 2013. So we would have had our 7-year anniversary in April. The world had other plans for everyone. So although we had a small celebration ourselves, we're now in our 8th year of business. Not only are we a brewery here, but we're also a restaurant. So we have food. We package all of our product here for not only consumption at the brewery, but as we mentioned before, we can. So we just started distributing recently to a lot of the local liquor stores. We're on draft at a lot of the places here in Riverside.
Nice. So make sure you're on the lookout for Wicks Brewing beers. And then I also heard that you guys are working on a Seltzers line.
We are. So it's something that again, we took our time. We did a lot of research. A really good friend of mine owns a winery, and I sat down with him, and there's the seltzer process is, although there's a lot of commonalities with beer, there's also a lot of commonalities with winemaking, and so I reached out to him, and we started chatting, and we ended up brewing our first seltzer. So it's in the tanks right now, finishing up.
Okay, so they're here. They're actually here.
So yeah, it's in the tank right now, just finishing
up. Do you know when
up.
it's going to be ready? So if you guys like seltzers.
So Wicks Claw will be
Wicks
ready.
Claw? Is that going to be the name?
Man.
Is that going to be the name though?
That's the working title right now. A little tongue in cheek.
We'll see, right? We'll see.
We'll see.
You never know, because you could change it at the last minute.
We'll see if I get a cease and desist before we can get it in packaging. But yeah, we're working on that. We're hoping to be canning that like in the next couple weeks. So we'll have that
pretty soon.
Yeah. We did a pilot batch of seltzer during quarantine, and we had that on tap. It was really good. We learned a lot, and then we took kind of everything that we learned with that first kind of prototype batch and kind of improved and worked on it. And the batch that we have going now is just, I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be excited to be releasing a seltzer, but it was like really fun. I mean, it was such a departure from what we're normally doing.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun. More so than anything, it was kind of like a whole new learning experience, and
well, because you've been brewing since you had the hydroponics place, so
it
was a homebrew. I mean, it was smaller. Obviously, it's like smaller.
Well, when we first opened, I actually I didn't do any of the brewing.
Oh, you didn't?
I was helping out. I mean, our business was a lot different 7-8 years ago. When we first opened, this was not our business model at all. No. We actually had intended to open up with a brew on premise and teach people how to brew beer. Oh. And we found this brew house, the one that you can see behind me, the small fermenters, which I'll show you guys when we take a tour here in a minute, and some of the equipment we found from a brew pub that had gone out of business in Central California right when we were starting construction. And so we went up there, my dad and I went up, we took a look at it, and it was one of those things where it was just kind of too good of a deal to pass up. And we went from being a brew on premise teaching people to brew beer to being a full-blown brewery. And
you never know what's going to turn into. You guys are just kind of like...
It was so weird, but it was one of those things like it was just like the cartoon where like the clouds open and like the light shine down, and it was like,
or the light bulb comes on, and you're like, oh my gosh,
it's one of those like crazy things.
To do. So. Yeah, everything that's meant to happen is gonna happen, right?
Yeah. So awesome. It was. So we went up there and we found this, and we're like, too good of a deal to pass up. We're gonna go bigger than what we had intended, which has worked out great. But I had no brewing experience, like commercial brewing experience, and so we decided like to hire on a brewer.
But so this one you made this, like this is something you brewed,
correct?
And this is excellent. And you said this one was the
so this is Paladin.
And what other ones do we have here? I want to tell them. I see this one. This one looks like it's kind of like a holiday.
That is
beer,
Autumn
right?
Spice. Yes, so that is, we just canned that today.
Oh, can release.
I spent all morning, myself, Jacob, my assistant brewer, Emily, my sales rep, we spent all morning canning this. Literally, we packaged the cans, loaded them into the truck, and we're delivering all over town today.
Awesome.
So this was
Autumn Spice.
like day one release of Autumn Spice. This is something that
Today. Did you guys hear that?
We've
So
been
that
brewing.
means this is something you can come into Wicks and get,
Right now.
or there's lots of places also that are going to have it, liquor stores, restaurants, and bars. So be on the lookout for Autumn Spice by Wicks Brewing.
Yep.
And so this is kind of like a holiday flavor. You're trying to go for like Thanksgiving.
It was the first batch of this was, I'll be 100% honest, was a mistake. So it was a totally different beer that we'd intended to brew, and it ended up a little sweeter than what we wanted. And we were like, what can we do? And we're like, let's try some cinnamon and some nutmeg, and we put like all these pumpkin spices in it. It ended up being like just an amazing recipe.
Does it taste like pumpkin though?
It tastes like all the good things of pumpkin pie without the pumpkin.
Are we gonna try this?
We are.
Okay. I'll let you guys know
we're
what
gonna
it tastes
have
like.
when we come back from the tour. We'll have this. We serve it in house with a cinnamon and sugar rim.
Oh,
so
nice.
it is very decadent. It is it's a dessert.
Awesome.
So that first year that we did this, and that was like 5-6 years ago. Like I said, it was kind of a happy mistake. And it was so good. Like we were like, let's keep doing this. And it's been a yearly release. It's now one of our most anticipated releases of the year.
Awesome.
And it just so happens that you came on release day. So.
How funny is that? That's so perfect. Yeah, I feel special. Even though I know it wasn't meant to be like that, but it was. So yeah.
But yeah, like
what other beer do you have over there?
So this here is Best Coast.
Best Coast,
which is our house IPA. This one is our best-selling beer year-round.
Okay.
So this also just made its debut in our new cans. So we work with Mine and Mill, some really good friends of ours down there in downtown Riverside. Marketing just geniuses.
Yeah.
We can make great beer. Those guys, like their graphics, their labeling, all the stuff that they did.
Yeah, so they did that for you? Nice.
So yeah, we sat down with them, and now that we're starting to do a lot more can distribution, we're like, look, we kind of want to, I don't know, not kind of find our own image and like our own feel on the.
Not be like everybody else. Like have a different vibe to it.
And but without it being like way over the top. We wanted it to be clean. I really like the look of the aluminum, like the can itself. And so like when you're looking at the graphics, a lot of it is clear, and so that the aluminum kind of
stands out.
Yeah,
okay.
we use that.
So is that going to be
and
kind of
incorporate
your guys' look, like where the aluminum is standing out more?
Yeah. So we use that as an integral part, and it's really cool because it creates this like seamless label like all the way around. It's kind of hard to see, but where like the whole label is like integrated into the can versus just being like a sticker on the can. Yeah. Like the metal is worked into the look of the graphics and incorporated, and so yeah, it's really cool. One of the fun things on Autumn Spice, my dad is he's an avid hunter, goes duck hunting, and on the side right here, that is actually his chocolate lab that we incorporated into the label. So yeah, if you ever see my dad, you will see a chocolate lab. That dog goes with him everywhere. They are, it's like Batman and Robin. Like they are always together. And so,
nice.
And so yeah, it was just a little kind of a tribute to my pops. And so he's kind of stepped back from the business. He actually owns a commercial nursery here in Riverside as well.
Oh, okay.
And so he
You
kind
can
of
plug it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Which
Cal West Nursery over off of Adams here in Riverside for all of your home gardening needs. But yeah, he kind of, it's like...
If you need a tree, his dad's got it.
Oh yeah, huge place. It's like 25 acres. They've got golf carts you can jump on and drive around the nursery.
Really? Oh,
it's
cool.
super cool. But,
I'll have to go check it out.
He actually built restaurants. And so I grew up in like the restaurant industry. From like a little kid, like I would be brought to job sites and I'd help like sweep up and stuff. And so I've always been around like restaurants. And I always wanted to own my own restaurant.
And now you do.
And then
and it's beautiful. I was showing everybody how you guys decorate it. The
we have a lot of fun with
manager, Val, she's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
She's always, you know, before COVID, always setting up events. I've had events here too, and you know, always a lot of fun here. And it's always a great vibe, great people, great drinks. Great food. And I wanted to mention that you guys have like different weekly specials.
Yep.
So on Mondays is industry night. You get 25% off, right? So if you're in the industry.
Yep. So if you work in a brewery, restaurant, any hospitality, we hook you up. You know, it's like everybody needs a day off and come enjoy themselves. So yeah, it's kind of our give back to everybody else in the industry. And then we also do Taco Tuesday.
Is it all day? The industry days, like, is it from when you open to you close?
That's Val.
2 to 8? Okay, cool. And then
I just brew the beer, man. I don't know.
You're like, and then you were saying Taco Tuesday, so you guys also do a Taco Tuesday.
That's my favorite. So Taco Tuesday. Right now it's all day. $5. 3 street tacos. We do micheladas. Our micheladas are stupid good. We use Ojo Rojo Bloody Beer Mix, which is made in Redlands.
Yep.
So
Jesse.
Local. Yep.
Jesse.
Yeah. Awesome dude. Coincidentally, I met him at a beer fest, and his booth was next to me, and he was using my beer for micheladas, and it was like, I think one of his first events.
You guys connected?
Yeah. And so now he's like everywhere. But it was so funny. It was I think like one of his first events, and so we ended up becoming friends, and we've been using his bloody beer mix for
it's good
years
stuff.
now.
If you haven't tried
so
Ojo
good.
Rojo, it's really, really good. Yeah.
And I think you can get it, all the Albertsons and everything.
And Stater Brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
shout out to Jesse at Ojo Rojo.
Good
Try
stuff.
Ojo Rojo.
So yeah.
So that's what you use for your michelada.
So we use that. It's like we went through a bunch of different like michelada mixes, and just like with the recipes and everything, it's like we want it to be perfect. Like 80% isn't good enough. It needs to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so we were trying different kind of like Bloody Mary mixes, different michelada mixes, and we just like we were always having to doctor them up or like add Tabasco or something, and like that was one that we could just like throw down, and it was like perfect. We do it with a tahini rim on the top, so we do lime and tahini. So so good. So good.
Nice.
Best hangover drink ever.
Best hangover. I was going to say best hangover ever.
Yeah.
No, best hangover drink.
Oh yeah.
But do you serve the micheladas every day, or is it just on
those
Tuesdays?
we do.
So you can get a michelada any day. You don't have to be on Taco Tuesday. But I did want to mention, you guys do the 3 tacos for $5 on Taco Tuesday.
And they're
awesome.
bomb. We do.
What other food do you have, by the way?
Ooh,
so you guys, because you're a restaurant too. It's not just a brewery. You're a restaurant. So you've got lots of different food options for people to pair, you know, with their beer. So what other food items do you have?
So definitely our kind of most famous is like our pretzel bites. We make those from scratch. We use the spent grain from the beer as part of like the dough, and they're just fantastic. We make a few different dipping sauces for them. Those we make from scratch. We do wings. So one of the things that we've had to kind of like overcome here is we don't have a grease trap, so we don't do any deep fried food. So like our wings, we bake them in the like they're all
so
oven baked.
Healthy wings in a way.
Healthier.
I mean, like
they're not breaded. They're there's just something about like baking the wings where it just gives it like this really nice.
Are we gonna try them today?
Oh yeah, those are happening.
I can't wait. Okay.
So and then we make all the sauces. We have 4 or 5 different dipping sauces. So we do like a traditional like buffalo sauce.
Okay.
And then we also do like a habanero lime. We do a pineapple habanero. We do a chipotle, a barbecue sauce. And then one of the really rad things with like not just the wings, but like all of our chicken is it's all cooked in our beer.
It's
So
cooked in the beer?
yes. So we
Did you
do.
guys hear that? Have you ever heard that before? I've never heard that.
So yeah, we actually do like a marinade with our chicken and with the wings with beer and all the seasonings. So
Is there a
even if
certain
you
beer
get-
that you use? So like if somebody wanted to come in, whatever. We're gonna try some foods, by the way, guys. So get ready. We're gonna try the food. We're gonna try some more beers too. I can't wait to try this one.
That one is
The
so
autumn
good.
spice, yeah. And you said you've been making it for 6 years, so it's been around.
I think
for
so,
a while.
yeah, like 5 or 6 years now. So it's something that's been, it's like, you know, the holidays are coming when Autumn Spice comes out. You're
Yeah.
like, Halloween's right around the corner. Like there's like Thanksgiving's coming up.
Oh, I think I might have tried it. I think I tried it last year. It was
think
so good.
Now we also, last year we released, and this year we released, last year we released Monster Mash, which was a 11%, I believe, version of Autumn Spice. Now this year we're doing an Imperial Spice that is a 12% version of this. That'll be coming out. I think it's should be on tap in about a week or so. So like pretty much kind of like a little bit before Halloween.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to get really scary, come in and get some cans of that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's super tasty. So yeah, it's just
And
like
strong.
a big kind of bolder version of Imperial Spice.
Okay.
This is 6.6%.
This one's
so
6.6.
it's got a little bit more kick. Like it sits right about like the same level as like our IPAs.
Okay.
So it's not too strong, but it's got a little bit of a kick to it too. Like I mean, you'll feel it after a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
like-
the thing is you can't taste it at all because it's like with the vanilla and the cinnamon and the nutmeg and there's some clove in there, a little bit of ginger. So you get like all
Ooh,
those.
ginger.
It's like all the fun stuff of like all the fun pumpkin spices, just without pumpkin because pumpkin's like nasty. So like, yeah.
Well, everybody has like a lot of pumpkin stuff, you know. Like so, it's kind of nice to know that there's like something out there that's like a little bit different, and you know. So there you go.
But yeah, really good. And then, like I said, then we have the Imperial version, which is basically like a double strength version of this. And so like that one's, it's dangerous though because it doesn't taste like there's any alcohol in it. It's so easy drinking, and it's just
Those are always the good
yeah,
ones.
It's scary. Yeah, and so like it'll catch up to you pretty quick if you're not careful. So good and a bad thing, I guess.
So are you ready to take us for a tour in
Yeah,
the
for
back?
sure.
Are you guys ready to
For
go
sure.
for a tour? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go
We
check
grab
it
the
out.
camera and we will head to the back. We're gonna follow Ryan, and so you guys see, this is the restaurant area, but now we are about to walk in to the brewery. This is where all the magic happens. That laugh though.
Just finished kind of like moving around all of our tanks and everything with the anticipation of expansion. So COVID's been rough. The nice thing is with it being a little bit slower, we've had time to do a lot of the improvements that we just haven't had the time to do until now, really. So we put all of our bigger tanks up against the wall over here. We have a 7-barrel copper brew house, which is really rad. This thing is like a hot rod of like brew houses. I wouldn't say like it's a dinosaur. It's definitely kind of like an older brew house, but it's built like a tank. So we never really have like issues with it. We're able to do some really cool stuff. It was like state of the art when it was made. But it's a workhorse, and it's also beautiful. Like it's this really rad kind of like steampunk looking sort of.
Yeah,
copper
what's the story behind that? The mask
so,
up there.
The gladiator helmet.
The gladiator helmet,
we
yeah.
actually released a beer a few years ago called Orange You Not Entertained, and the graphics for it were I forgot what his name is from Gladiator, and he's like, "You not entertained?" But we took his head and replaced it with an orange, and it was a hazy IPA. Well, a buddy of mine showed up wearing that helmet.
Oh, you did. And you kept it somehow?
Had many of those beers and left the helmet here.
Oh, that's so
And
funny.
we confiscated it, and it has been sitting on top of my brew house, kind of guarding over
You're like-
over the brew house ever since. So yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, we just got a canner. So this guy is kind of where we're able to do all of our packaging. It's all the technology.
So this is a canning machine?
So yeah, so this is the guy that fills. It's all broken down right now, so it's not as awesome as it normally is when it's running. But yeah, we took this. We bought this, and I did a lot of research beforehand, and it has all the technology of like the really, really big, like high production canning lines, just shrunk down into like a smaller package. So we're not like a massive production brewery where we're needing to churn out 100,000 cans in a city. You know, like today we only did about 1,000 cans of autumn spice. So with this, we're able to do shorter runs, but the quality of the package like is just as good as anything you're going to find in like the biggest commercial breweries, which is really cool. So this was, as I mentioned, we didn't want to put our packaging in the hands of somebody else. We wanted to do it inside, be able to control all of that. And so yeah, this is like my new favorite toy.
Nice.
It's super fun. It's really easy to use, but yeah, I can't say enough good stuff. Like we really enjoy our canning days. So.
Very cool.
But yeah, I mean it's you know, it's a brewery.
Yeah, this is super cool. So how many different, what do you call these, the tanks or?
So yeah, so these little guys right here, which if you come like right here, you can see we have 4 of these 7-barrel fermenters. So these are basically single batch tanks. These for what we opened with. And so we could basically have 4 beers going at a time. That worked pretty well for the first few years that we were open, but once we started distributing, you know, we had bars that were asking us for product, and we realized we couldn't produce enough. And so we ended up buying the 2 15-barrel tanks. So these are like double batch tanks. And then started distributing more, and then ended up buying our 30-barrel tank. So this is like a quadruple batch tank. And this one we bounce back and forth between Siesta Cerveza, which is our Mexican-style lager, and Best Coast IPA. So those are the 2 like most widely distributed ones that you're going to find.
Okay.
So those guys go there, and then most of the stuff that we can, we'll put in our double batch tanks. So we'll can a bunch of it, and then we'll have the rest in draft. And
Very nice.
Most of the stuff in our small tanks is like kind of in-house only releases.
Okay.
So yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for showing us your back room.
This is my playground.
Very
back
cool.
Here, so,
This is right. Awesome. And so see guys, here's a restaurant, and we're gonna go ahead and sit down. I think next we're gonna check out some of your guys' foods. And let's see, I'll put the camera back on here. And there we go.
And I think Val's going to be joining us here in a moment as well.
Yes, so the general manager, let me fix the camera. If you guys are just tuning in, this is Ryan Wicks, and he's the owner of Wicks Brewing in Riverside. And yeah, he's been showing us around and telling us about his beers. And yes, and right now we're sipping on the Paladin
Yep.
Pale Ale.
Oop. I'm gonna jump over.
We saw Val earlier. How's it going, Val?
Doing good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Scoot over a
Let
little
me
bit.
get you in here.
Yeah, come on, squeeze in here.
We get off it.
So Val is the general manager,
Yes.
and so you do a lot here. You're always making sure there's events, there's everything. I mean, like I'm sure you decorated.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Which I love the decorations. They look really awesome.
Thank you. I normally throw like an annual Halloween party. Obviously, this year not going on, so I'm pretty well versed in Halloween decorations. So, yeah, we came in and decorated it all, and it was a lot of fun. Bree actually helped me, the girl that's bartending today. So,
awesome.
but yeah, no, I do a lot. I make all the schedules. I help out in the tap room, coordinate events when they exist.
When they exist,
Right now.
In
not
better
really.
times.
I know.
Yeah, so, and then,
Hopefully again soon. Hopefully,
exactly,
yeah.
And then communicate with Ryan and our brew staff as far as what's coming out, making sure that I do all the promoting and social media, all the marketing, updating the website, and then remembering to have some fun in between there.
She has a couple things around here.
You know,
Yeah, just a few things. So yeah, so you just brought out the autumn spice, right?
Yes. So this one is one of the first cans that we canned.
Ooh, how exciting! So exclusive. I feel exclusive right now.
I got some tasters.
Grub.
We have our iconic rim on there, maple syrup and cinnamon sugar. Which we also this year are offering little rim kits for when you get it to go. So you don't have to stop at the store on your way home. You got it all right there with you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Take that Wicks experience home with you.
It is so good. I am stoked. I feel like
I'm actually
every
pretty
year
excited.
the batch just gets better and better.
Yeah. And so what's your favorite Wicks beer? Like, what's your most favorite?
That's on right now?
Yeah, on right now. That's on right
I
now.
would definitely have to say it's a tie between either the Feels Like Summer, which is our West Coast Double IPA,
Okay.
or the Nelson Bliss, which is the dry hot pilsner. So kind of just depends on how heavy I want to go.
Yeah, what mood you're in.
8.5%. Yeah, the other one's
What time is it right
5.7.
now?
Okay.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
This is actually my first time this year having it with the rim, the full experience.
So good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll work.
That is delicious, and the rim just adds to it. I mean, it's like perfect. I love it.
It just
Like I
rounds
said,
it
it's like
all
that.
out.
How
It's like
strong
a
is
dessert.
this one?
6.6.
6.6.
Yeah.
So good. Make sure you guys come try it at Wicks. Autumn Spice.
Oh, that's good.
So good.
Yeah, it'll be on tap tomorrow. So
Okay, on tap tomorrow. Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
It's available in cans right now, but we'll be tapping it tomorrow at 12 p.m. So
Okay.
Yeah,
12
so-
p.m. That's the time to be here then, right?
yeah, come down, get some food,
And then
some
you're-
beer, take some home.
Right? Yes, exactly. You can drink here, you can eat here, and then you can take stuff to go when you're done.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And then, so your hours are Monday through Thursday, 2
2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Yeah, and then Friday through Sunday at 12 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, perfect. So it's a great place to come down with your friends. You can sit outside. If you're sitting outside, they've got the fans, industrial fans. Or when it gets colder, you guys have heaters. But I think the weather, like probably in about a week, is going to just be perfect just to be outside.
Yeah,
So-
it's supposed to, I think, Monday or Tuesday, go back to 80. So, you know, that crazy California weather. It's just
It's all over the
map.
place
I
lately.
know.
Yeah.
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 You don't know. You wake up and you're like, how's it going to be today? You look at your phone. You're like, check the weather.
Literally.
You know?
So,
Yeah.
it's been
So
fun.
awesome. Okay, cool. And then, is there anything else that you wanted to let everybody know about, or any plans, or?
Sweet to go packaging.
Yeah, well, we just came out with a bunch of new labels. We're definitely launching more so into like liquor stores and that market so that we can get a little more recognition. We've got some really cool beers that'll be coming out for this season. We're gonna do our Stir Crazy again, right?
Yep.
So
So
we had
that's-
an Imperial Stout on a while back that everyone just loved, and it was so good. I loved it too.
We released it like right in the middle of like the first shutdown, like the first complete shutdown. So
Yeah.
everyone was stuck at home. We're like, here's a 11% beer.
Yeah,
But they did. Because you were selling them to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
good. And it was
Yeah.
11%. Oh, even better.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
since you're not allowed to go anywhere, here's something to have it at home.
Yeah, so we're gonna be brewing that again. That should be out probably end
Like a
of
month or so.
November. Yeah, middle of
Yep.
November. So
So you guys got tons of great beers. You've got the. Also, I know right now you don't have it on tap, but you guys do stouts, pilsners.
we do
Ales.
everything. Yeah, and then the seltzers I'm really
the seltzers
excited
are coming
for.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
normally
you said that was a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So okay. And are you gonna can those as well?
We'll have it probably for cans in-house. I don't think we're going to distribute that yet, but it's a new thing for us, so we may end up distributing it. We may keep it as something that's in-house. We haven't entirely decided what's going to happen with Wicks Claw, but
So you guys got it. Make sure you follow them on Facebook, Instagram. What's it? Just Wicks Brewing.
Yep.
yep,
on
just
Face-
wicksbrewing.com,
Or
at
you
Wicks
check out-
Brewing,
uh-huh.
hashtag Wicks Brewing.
Just look at
Wicks
Wicks
Brewing,
Brewing, it'll pull it
everything.
all
Or
up.
you know what? Just stop by.
Yeah.
Stop by. Support local businesses, and this is an amazing business. You guys have been here for almost 8 years,
Yeah.
doing amazing things, and you can tell you guys are very passionate about what you do. Like you
yeah.
love the
I make
beer.
beer
you
for a
love-
living. It's not the worst gig.
right?
No matter what, no matter how bad the day is, I have beer at work.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no matter what, there's always that little hope. No matter what, all right.
Just coming back.
You know. You're like tomorrow. Oh, somebody said hi. Oh, somebody just said hi to you, Valerie.
Oh, hi, Bo. Totally know him. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
cool,
was like,
yeah.
He's one of our regulars. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Haven't
So
seen
what
him in
is
a
it
minute
tuning?
though. Come in. Where you been?
There you go. I know. Don't you love that? You can tell them live, like, come on.
Yeah, I'm
Where
like,
have you
where are
been? Guys,
you?
they're open. Come on
you've
down.
got an hour and a half to get here.
Yeah.
Right? I'm sure
I know, right?
we'll
You guys
see
cool
him soon.
down.
His wife, I'm sure, loves autumn spice, so she'll be sending him to come
It's
get
here.
some. Yeah.
And so I think next we were going to check out some of your guys' food items.
Yes,
Yep.
yeah, that should be coming out shortly.
Okay,
So,
wonderful. You want to
yeah.
tell us a little bit more about your menu?
Yeah, so right now we are offering, we have a selection of appetizers that we have. So our pretzel bites, which are one of our like
Got it
most
on my
popular,
And cinnamon on my nose now. Great.
one of our most well-known popular appetizers is our pretzel bites. So we have regular and jalapeno that you can get, and we also added garlic parmesan as an option.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, so you get you
they're
could
so
get
good.
either kind tossed in a garlic butter and then topped with parmesan.
Ooh,
It's
that sounds
so
delicious.
addicting. Every
Yeah.
time I see an order go out, I'm like, oh my god, I want those. And then we have our wings. We actually expanded our wing sauce option. So before, when I first started working here, we only had 3 options. It was buffalo, barbecue, or habanero lime, and now we have 6. So there's a buffalo Song barbecue, which we make with our Song brown ale. Habanero lime. We have pineapple buffalo, garlic parmesan,
Ooh,
and
pineapple
I
then,
forgot about the
Buffalo.
garlic parmesan wings. Those are the
yeah,
ones I
they're
forgot.
so good. And then also a chipotle lime sauce. So that one's really good. It's the
Chipotle lime
newest.
is really
So what are we going to
Yeah.
be trying today?
We are going to be trying the barbecue wings, and then the original pretzel bites, and then also our loaded flatbread. So yeah,
okay.
we have a lot of flatbread options, and it's our most customizable option on the menu because you can build your own. So you
Oh, yeah.
pick your base sauce, you pick whatever meat that you want, and then the vegetables. You could get a drizzle on it. So
The artichoke
yeah.
hearts are so good.
Yeah, we have some people that go all out, like all out. You could even throw avocado on there if you want. Like, yeah, it's so
nice.
good. So the
And you
loaded-
serve food all day.
yes, yeah,
And people can order it to go too. So if they're
Yeah.
like, I want that flatbread and some beers to go, and they can come in and order food and get, okay.
yeah. Come get to go. All of our stuff's pretty quick, so you know it's not like you're going to be waiting 45 minutes for DoorDash. You just come in, place your order, get you some beer, get you out the door. You could go hang out.
Have
in the
a beer
comfort of
too
your
while
own
you're
home.
waiting for
And you can
food.
actually order
Yeah.
on our website now. We
Yeah.
have a full portal, so you can do everything. You go full contactless, so you can order not only not just like the food, but
Uh-huh.
you can do like mixed 4-packs. So anything that we've got on draft, you can mix up a 4-pack and do like one of one, one of
Build- so build
another,
a
like
4-pack,
4
yeah.
different
Yeah.
beers in
And
a
then
4-pack.
you could
yeah.
even do a curbside pickup. So literally,
come
like
outside?
you pay online, we run it out to your car. You don't even have to get out or anything. So
Awesome.
yeah,
That's
we're trying to
great.
really adapt and make sure that we're up with the times and
You
everything's
guys are doing amazing.
contactless. And
You guys are doing amazing. So when I first walked in, I showed everybody that you guys have a barcode that you scan.
Yeah.
So no menus. You just check it on your phone. So you have the menu on the phone, which is
Yep.
awesome. And you know, and then definitely you guys have the social distancing going on with
Yeah.
the tables and everything.
We have hand sanitizer all throughout the restaurant. We're sanitizing every seat, table, everything possible whenever people get up, and we're just trying to be as clean and
Safe.
make sure that you're comfortable while still providing some normalcy, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Still have
Yeah.
fun, but you know,
Yeah.
keep it clean.
But yeah, keep it clean but have some fun.
Exactly.
That's funny. Clean
Yeah.
fun. I guess that's what we'll call
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Clean
It's
fun.
like a PG-13 movie.
you know?
Like,
That's
It's
funny.
family friendly.
Yeah.
It's still a little fun for the adults.
And then also I was
this
telling,
is kind with the innuendos.
Yeah.
and then I was telling everybody you guys have a lot of swag too. So you can come in here. I'm wearing a Wicks hat right now.
Yeah.
But you guys got shirts. You've got glasses, mugs, sunglasses.
Yeah,
So-
we also
So-
we're going to be having some flannels come in soon. We have women's tank tops. This is the old school version with our original logo, but we're going to have some new racerbacks with our new logo on it.
Awesome.
And then we have men's shirts, women's V-necks. We have patches that you can just purchase and put on anything that you want. You know,
Just
throw
like
it
the
on
ones
a
that are on the
backpack.
hat.
Yeah, throw it on a hat, on a backpack, on a shirt, like anything. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool.
yeah.
And then is there? So what else? Like I want to make sure we like talk about everything you guys have to offer. You
There's a
guys-
lot.
Yeah. And so we talked about the canning. You guys got the canning going on, and
That's been
yeah.
like one of the biggest
I
kind
feel
of
like
like
that's
projects that
of the
we
year,
had. And,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, well, we
And-
got our canning line into December, and we were like, oh yeah, this year's gonna be so great.
2020,
Yeah.
2020
everybody
would be
was.
great.
And then everybody's like, oh man, 2020, can you be done already?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, seriously, like everybody's feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that, you know, you guys are able to like keep going strong, you're providing like, you know, great stuff for everybody to still enjoy through all this craziness. It's amazing, you know.
I feel
and
like
you guys are,
every week we're having to like change, like the rules change or something, but
you adapt.
with
right.
with that, I think, you know, it's so frustrating, but it also gives you the opportunity to grow. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it
been
does.
something where we've been able to take and look at things at a different perspective and try and stay positive and be, you know, it's not like it's just you that's being affected. Everybody is.
Yeah.
And
so you don't have to feel alone.
yeah, and
You know,
it's,
Exactly, and you know what? A huge shout out to all of our regulars and all the people when we were shut down and only doing to go, like, and even with the 110-degree weather on the patio that still came out to support. Like, we
absolutely.
definitely owe you a huge thanks.
Oh,
So-
they're asking a question. Do you guys still have the Hatch Chili beer?
No,
We
it
just
just
kicked
tapped the other day.
Oh no! But I'm sure it's something you bring every year.
So that was the first time we actually got the opportunity to pick up some Hatch chilies, and so they were brought to us from
I have a
Arizona.
connection, by the way. Yeah. Well, my
Or New Mexico.
Clark's.
New Mexico. That's what I said. I
Yeah.
said New Mexico. New Mexico.
Oh, well, Clark's Nutrition. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If you guys ever need them, yeah. So
Yeah,
I can-
absolutely.
yeah.
Next
Let
year
me
we
know. Let me know.
definitely plan on
There
doing
you go.
the Hatch
We'll
Coast
get you. Who
again.
asked? Danny. Danny will make sure to get you those Hatch Chili beers next year for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that one I was like really excited how that one came out because
Is it spicy?
It wasn't. It had like a little like tickle, but it was like you could drink a full pint of it, and it wasn't super
Yeah.
You
hot.
didn't need
If
like
anything,
another
it was
beer
more
to
like
wash it down, you know?
And like,
Well,
it
what
was
do you-
so good as a michelada.
Oh god, yeah, it was so
Ooh,
good.
that makes that.
Well, and that's like when you're, you know, we try to use like all real ingredients, and so with like when you're using peppers, you know, chilies, it's a challenge because you don't know like how hot they're gonna
You don't
be.
know, no.
You know, and so we actually ended up having like Hatch chili flatbreads and wings, and like we did a bunch of stuff in the menu as well.
Yeah.
But when we did a steep of a couple kegs of our Best Coast IPA, and so you don't know like how much heat are you gonna pull from those, and it ended up just being perfect.
It was perfect.
Like, it had the
Oh,
aroma,
perfect.
and so it's again like. This one wasn't an accident like the autumn spice per se, but it was one of those things where it just came out perfect, and we're like, awesome. Sometimes we've done things with
we did
habaneros,
get-
and they're like
It's
wicked hot, and they're like,
insane.
And
okay,
you could taste it.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of anniversaries ago, we did one, and it was just like, oh my god.
It was like
But
a
people were
taster.
still
You were
drinking
okay.
it. They loved it.
Yeah. Some people are like, oh yeah, it's like, dude, like here's just a bottle of hot sauce. This is what you really want. But yeah, that one was like really fun. So whenever like I have some good friends of mine have like this grapefruit tree in their backyard. It was just producing like stupid amounts of grapefruit.
Yeah, and then-
And so they were like, hey, do you want some grapefruit? I'm like, uh-huh.
You're
And
like,
so
"Please?"
we zested, I mean, trash cans full of like these grapefruits, and we ended up putting into Local Inspiration, one of the IPAs that we have on tap. And so
Local
what-
inspiration. That's the
Yeah.
name of it.
Hey.
I love that. See, and the names have like a meaning behind them. Like so, each item is like there's something.
Oh yeah, Jacob, Ryan, and I, we all try to like, when a beer is finished or like in the process of finishing, we'll sit down and we'll brainstorm. We'll try the beer, like, and really come up with something that actually is meaningful instead of like just a silly name.
It's just
Yeah.
a silly name. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
you know, have a couple beers,
Yeah.
you know, lubricate your brain a little bit, and then we start throwing some ideas around. But
Yeah.
The Hatch beer was amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you.
You
Don't
definitely
worry,
had a big
next
fan.
year we're doing it.
Yeah. So we're gonna be like I said, whenever we get the opportunity to get these like, you know, local ingredients, whether it's, you know, Hatch chilies, grapefruits, coffee beans, there's so much stuff that you can play around with and use in your recipes that you know, it's fun to play with, you know.
Yeah.
And being a brewer, it's almost like being a chef, you know. It's like, what do you find at the market that day? And then it's like, okay, well, I've got that. Now let's start working up this recipe and find something that'll work really well with it.
Sometimes you just go back there and you're like, you're not really sure what you're gonna do, but you're like, you know what?
You just get that little light bulb that kicks,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
You're
and
like,
then you kinda-
you know
yeah.
what? And so that's where it's, for me, the brewing aspect is like so exciting because it's just, there's always new avenues to explore and new things to do, and it's just, it's a lot of fun.
And so I actually had the opportunity, I want to say it was like almost a year ago. Time's like flying by with everything going on. But I got to throw in some hops in one of the beers.
yeah, that's
remember?
right.
Yeah.
So I have, if you guys want to go check that out, it's on my YouTube channel, Jessica Q and the Media. But we made a little quick video, and we were just having fun. Like literally, it was not meant to be like a public video. Like it was just having fun with it. But yeah, I posted it. I was like, I made it public. No.
I think you and Chris came by, wasn't it?
Yeah, we came out, and we were just hanging out, and it was so much fun. And then you let me throw in some hops, and I got all excited. And I'm like, can we make a Jessica Q beer? Remember?
Yeah.
It was so good time.
Yeah, that was,
It's always fun here. Everybody's so amazing, and I mean the drinks are amazing, and the place is really nice. Like you will really, really love it in here. I love like the look of the place, like the vibe
Well,
and
we've
everything.
redone a lot this year. Like we did the backsplash on the bar. Ryan and I knocked that out together. Adding the photographs. Those are actually all ones that I
lots
took.
of like YouTube videos and being like, how do you do this?
Yeah.
You see those videos of like people making things, and it's like, that seems so simple. We could totally do that.
Yeah.
And then you start doing it, and you're like, well, can't turn back now.
Oh, yeah, like even the merch display, I'm pretty sure I cussed Ryan out at least 10 times while we were putting that together.
Yeah.
That happened.
That did happen. I love it.
And then it turned out amazing, and it's, there's always, being in a, I would say like a family run business where it's not just, the Wicks family, but everybody that works here. Like we're a giant family, and it's fun to go to work, and everybody everybody's got your back. You've got everybody's back. It's just a fun environment, and everybody has ideas and things that they want to do, and
So everybody brings something to the table. It's like, that's awesome.
Everybody has their like unique things that they are into, and breweries like the brew pub especially is kind of like the modern day like tavern, like where the town would get together, and things would.
That's a tavern.
That's where you'd like work out the prices of your seeds for next year's crop and stuff like that. I don't know, whatever they did back then, but
whatever they did.
But it's
So funny.
it's as a staff we're a big family. Like we do stuff outside of work. We're all good friends here, and that's the vibe that we like to give everybody that comes in. It's like it's chill, it's relaxed,
guys-
everybody's cool. Like
Come down. Come hang out, try the beer, try the food. Actually, speaking of food, let's try the food.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
let me go
Let's do that,
check real quick.
Let's do that. And then real quick, while she goes to grab the food, I want to mention to you guys that here at Wicks, I know I swear that was what you thought it was. No, it was just a chair. So we've got the Tour de Grub stickers here. Let me see if you can see it. The light's so bright, but Tour de Grub stickers you can find here at Wicks. Go ahead and grab one. They're free. Stick them anywhere you want. You could stick them on your water bottle, you could stick them on your car, but if we see you and you have a sticker, one of the Tour de Grub members, team members, what we'll do is we'll actually give you a gift card. Ooh, okay, food time.
One of every
So come get your stickers,
sauce.
they're free. Ooh, yummy. Oh, look at this. So this is one of the items on the menu.
should we maybe turn it down?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Or there we go.
I'll maybe actually like do that a little bit. There you go. Check that out. Ooh, look at those. And then you got all these sauces. Do you want to tell us about the sauces?
So, well, kind of hard to see. That guy there is our pesto aioli, and then we have our nacho beer cheese, and then that is a ground mustard.
Is that nacho beer cheese made with your beer?
Indeed, it is.
Oh.
So yeah, that is made with Siesta Cerveza,
you try some with me?
Mexican style. Oh yes.
Let's do it.
You
You like
gotta
that?
ask me twice. This pesto.
wanna
That's the
try
business
that.
right there.
Ooh.
Yes.
That?
The rest will be out in just a second.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
It's so good.
Pesto. Garlic.
The recipe is secret.
Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
It's pesto and stuff.
pesto and stuff. Yeah, and then our
Very good.
cheese, actually, we make a beer cheese with our siesta.
With the
cerveza.
siesta?
Yeah.
The Mexican
so-
lager?
So
Let's try that
good.
one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And have you guys been, is this like a newer item on your menu, or have you always had
This
this?
is the first thing that was ever introduced from our restaurant.
Okay. It's a restaurant?
So we opened with food, and in the very beginning, the food, because we were doing like the brewing classes and whatnot, the food was really just because you were there for 3-4 hours brewing, and you're gonna get hungry, and rather than bringing in food, ordering pizza or something like that, we're like, well, we'll make the food here. And so we would actually take some of the ingredients from when you were brewing, and that's where incorporating like the spent grain into the pretzel bites. That's where like that started. Now I've got a lot more grain that I can use. So, so
I'm gonna try it.
yeah, we still incorporate that grain into the pretzel bites.
And this is a mustard?
Yeah,
Like, is
that's
it-
just Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard.
That
Okay.
one we don't make, but still really good.
So,
Yeah, definitely loving those too. Unique flavors, I love it.
the
The
pesto
cheese-
is so good. It's addicting.
Well, I'm a sucker for nacho cheese. Like, I've always just been like, pretzels and cheese, I love it. Like, you know, when you're...
Well, and it goes good with beer. Like,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
ever go to a beer festival, everybody's got those pretzel necklaces.
Yeah.
But this is like legitimate. Like, these are like real pretzels. They're so delicious. They're fluffy and
I think
like.
when I first started working
guys.
here, I probably
Like-
got one order a day, literally. Like,
They're so. I know the
insane.
light's pretty bright, but oh my gosh, these are just like
Yeah,
delicious. Oh my gosh, they're so good.
They're definitely addicting.
And then we do have some wings coming out shortly, and like I said, that one, we use our bard song to make the barbecue sauce for us, so we're gonna try that barbecue sauce. It's really good. We try to incorporate
beer
beer
infused,
and
yeah.
like the beer byproducts and anything that we can. So
Nice, I love that. And then Ryan was saying that you guys don't deep fry the wings, that they're baked. So I'm excited to try that because
It's so good.
most places they fry it, but I don't eat too many like fried wings. You know what I mean?
And they're not breaded either. So it's like it's a naked wing. There is like the seasoning that's on the wing. So when they bake it, they do it
which is also
without
a
any
secret
sauce.
seasoning.
So yeah, they have this. I don't even know the recipe for the seasoning. They have like their own special like blend that they have, but all of that's on there. So when I get the wings, I usually get it without any sauce, and then I'll get 2 or 3 different sauces, and I'll dip the wings in there.
Yeah.
And then we also make like our ranch, our blue cheese, all from scratch.
Oh, you
Yeah.
make your own ranch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so-
blue cheese?
and our vinaigrette.
Yeah,
So we
yeah,
do those
we'll
all.
also make the
Oh, for the
chipotle
salad.
lime. Yeah, like even
I've had the salad here. Amazing.
Yeah,
I
our
love it.
pineapple
And that's,
buffalo, the habanero lime sauce, chipotle lime, all of it we make from scratch. So our kitchen manager Austin actually he has his bachelor's in culinary arts, so he does.
he's a chef.
Yeah, like
He's not a cook, he's a
and
chef.
he does so good. So like when we'll do food specials, sometimes we'll do like a week-long food special.
Like,
He
is that where
just
you'll
always
have like a different item that you don't
Yeah.
normally have? Okay.
Yeah.
And,
Like with
And-
the Hutch chilies, you know. like-
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's always just so good.
and you guys
Like,
post all that stuff on your social media
Yes.
pages. So if
Yeah.
anybody wants to, stay connected, they can stay connected and find out what's coming up next. Like, oh, we got this food item that's going to be out for the next week or two. Or,
Yeah, we post everything on social media, and I've been trying to make sure I keep like updates on the website homepage, for all like the COVID changes or anything like
Yeah.
that. So
Whatever our lovely governors got in store for us that day.
We'll have to see, like what's going to happen next. So let's say if there was, another shutdown. What are your guys' plans? Like, so people, if there was one, hopefully not one.
So the good thing is we've got a pretty good sized patio, and then we've already got all the umbrellas. We've got a big cooling fan out there. So the patio is actually really nice. It's something that we've wanted to do since like the very
years.
beginning.
Oh, okay.
And then Riverside started their program for the patio,
Yes.
the Flex Space program, and we were like, oh sweet, we can do a patio, and it's like there's no permits or nothing.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like they made it real simple to there is some paperwork you got to do, but it's real.
Yeah, but
real
it's not
simple.
like,
It took
not if you
longer
wanted
for-
to do it on your own, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it
so
took
much-
way longer for me to find parking in downtown than it did to fill out any of the permit paperwork.
Okay, there you
No
go.
kidding.
Yeah, see, there you go.
So-
So we're prepared. We're ready to go. If they shut down again, we're just gonna keep the patio popping, and it's gonna be.
Yeah. So the kitchen's good. Yeah, and then again, we're already doing all of our beer, not all, but a lot of our beers in cans out into distribution. So you can also find your stuff at liquor stores, and we're also on draft at a bunch of places throughout the Inland Empire too.
Yeah.
So.
Unfortunately, we can't say what places,
So,
but
yeah.
but you can find it here. At least you can find it here, and then I'm sure when you come in, you can ask.
The good
more
thing here
questions.
is also not just the ones that we do like off the canning line that we distribute. We'll also fill. We have a canner in the bar, so anything that we have on draft, we'll also package as well
Yeah.
to,
So
to order.
Yeah,
So,
they're 16-ounce cans just
Oh,
like
16
this.
ounce?
So
Yeah.
that's these guys. So these we can fill up, and then there's just like a little space on it that we can write in what beer it is. And that's when I was mentioning on our website, if you order beer on there to go, like we have the 4-packs that we also do, like the Best Coast and the Autumn Spice and things that you can do through the website, but you can also do like a mixed 4-pack. And you can choose from pretty much, I think, everything that we have on draft. And then they'll fill it right there for you. So,
That's
when you place the
awesome.
order, it's filled. So, I mean, you're getting beer as fresh as if you were getting it on tap.
Yeah, so like what you have on tap might not be the same thing that you have in cans already. So that's why you offer that. That is so
Yeah.
cool.
So like I said, we have the canning line, which is the stuff that we're distributing out.
Oh,
We also have those in our fridge up front. Oh, Lord. This
Ooh,
is...
what do we got? What do we got?
So we have our
Oh.
big hot wing.
Oh my gosh, look at that, guys. Do you see that? Hold on, I'm gonna try to bring it closer to you. Oh, look at that. They look so delicious. Look at that.
Oh my gosh, I can smell them.
And these are, what flavor is this one?
That's the barbecue.
Barbecue. Oh my gosh, my mouth
So
is
that's
watering.
made with our pecan brown ale as the base for the barbecue
Oh,
sauce.
the pecan ale base. Okay, and this is the.
And the flatbread. This is our loaded
Ooh,
flatbread.
it smells
So
so
it's got
good.
sausage, bacon, onion, bell pepper, a little bit of chive garnish.
I wasn't even hungry, and now I'm like starving.
All of a sudden.
It's like, wait a second.
Ooh, okay, well, let's dig in. Let's try this. Let's see.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go straight for a wing. Yeah, I know that.
That-
We
it
got
might be
messy right
super
now,
hot,
huh?
too.
That's okay. I brought wet naps. So
Okay, oh,
that's
perfect,
cool,
okay.
Yeah. We're
it
not,
smells
you don't
so
have to
good.
be a dainty eater here. We don't judge anyone.
And it's
that's hot.
I mean, just the scent of the seasoning is so strong and so just, I want to say, like,
It's
the word
rich.
vibrant, like it's, oh my
Yeah,
gosh, I
rich.
can't wait to, like, yeah, rich, exactly. I can't wait to bite in. Let's see.
They are hot though. Oh yeah.
Wow. That is amazing.
I'll put our wings up against anybody.
So good. So good.
And because they're baked,
And
they're
juicy.
just so juicy. Like,
Yeah.
they don't
Juicy.
get dried out by that deep fry oil. Like, it's so good.
They're juicy,
So
but
good.
not like greasy.
Yeah, no. They're not at all greasy, no. They're so good and flavorful from, the skin to the meat. Like, you know how sometimes, like, meats will have, like, just a seasoning right on top, but this is, like, you can taste it all the way into
Yeah.
the meat. It's so good.
Well, and if you prefer like your wings a little more crispy or anything, you can always request that they do extra crispy. We just throw them in the oven a little bit longer, and it's just
Nice.
money.
The good
So
thing
good.
too, even if you get them like extra crispy, they're not dry.
Yeah.
Like,
These
they're
are so
still
good.
like juicy, but the skin is more like crunchy, like almost like they're like a deep fried breaded one where you get that kind of like crunchy breading sort of.
Yeah.
But it's just the skin getting like crunchy
Just
on
a
the
little
outside.
crunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so,
So
good.
good.
That's how I like mine. I take
These are the
wings
bomb.
home probably like at least once a week, and I'll take them without sauce on it. I'll get home and they're still like, I just pull them out of the box, and then
then you
again
put
just
the
dip it in the
sauce?
sauce, and they're
Let me-
like, it's like they just came out of the oven still. They're so good.
So delicious. Oh my goodness. I'm happy now.
Yeah.
I love wings.
No more hangry, no. So good. Wow. So wings, and all these items are available every day.
Yes.
Pair with your beers. Do you have like a specific beer that you pair with these wings?
Depending on the sauce, I would definitely, obviously for the barbecue, recommend the Bard Song. If you're getting something a little spicier, go with one of our IPAs, our Best Coast. Yeah, and then the garlic parmesan will go good with really anything. It's not,
Yeah.
it's just so full of flavor. So.
And what about the pizza, the flatbread?
Oh my God.
Let's see.
This, I would say the Pilsner, just because there's so much flavor in this. Something a little lighter.
Yeah. So you can taste it all.
Let's dig in.
Oh yeah.
Probably the most graceful I've ever ate in my life.
And so these are almost like a thin crust pizza.
It is, I was gonna say.
But it's like got that
I'm gonna
little
say
bit
something
of
really funny. But like, you know how like some things like they take you back like to a childhood memory. I swear this just took me back to Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey.
No, like it was a happy moment. Like it was like, you know, I feel like, oh, like pizza.
It's better than
go
Chuck E.
play
Cheese.
some games. No, but you know, like, not like Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, but kids love Chuck E. Cheese pizza. You know what I'm saying?
Like skee ball. I've gone to Chuck E. Cheese as an adult. No
yeah,
shame.
I still go too.
I'm like, my godson, I'm like, oh, you want to go? Yeah, totally. Let's go.
But it just like took me back. Like it has like this like it's good. Like, you know, it's a good feel-good feeling. A feel-good feeling when you eat it. This is really yummy.
It's like home.
Yeah.
It's very comfort food. Yeah. I feel like a lot of our stuff is comfort food.
Very, very good. This is amazing.
I eat here almost every day. So like after like 7 years, everything is like perfect. Because if you have to eat it every day, it's like if there's something that you don't like or whatever,
Yeah,
you're changing this. Like we're making sure that it is perfect, you know?
Every time, every day. I love it. Awesome. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off right now. But do you guys have anything else you want to say before we go?
I got dibs on the wings.
Okay.
Nope.
No.
Come in, guys. Come in this weekend or whenever you have time. Enjoy. We got indoor, outdoor seating. It's always a really good time here. We got good food, good beer, great people. So
Yeah, and mention Tour de Grub, and you can get 10% off until October 22nd. So you got a week. You can get a 10% off, and yeah, come down, check them out, support local business. Amazing people, amazing beer, amazing food. Thank you guys for having Tour de Grub here.
Thanks for coming in.
coming.
Yes, it was so awesome. And you guys, thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next week. And you guys, I'm sure I'm going to see you all the time.
We gotta make that Jessica beer.
You know, yes. Yeah, Jessica Q. All right, bye guys. See you later.